Hello, everybody out there. Well, our week of work in the pasture is over. The young people are gone. The babies are gone. Even the old lady is gone. My mother-in-law. We call her old person. That's the name she likes. And she is flying back home today. So the house is quiet again, and it's just Adam and me, which is a happy thing and a sad thing. You know, it's hard for the grandbabies to leave because we don't get to see them as often as we'd like. Anyway, and I wanted to share with you a little bit of footage of the pasture after they got done. They got all of that metal out of the ground, which is exciting. Absolutely amazing. Now it's all mowable. Now can it be returned to pasture and grass? This was a huge bed here that Adam was dumping compost in and all kinds of things. It was a dump bed. That was the last one they did. We've left a few trees. We even got 2 posts out here. That little myrtle there is really cute. My son just used his car to pull all that fencing out of there. Great job. Our son also got rid of this fence line for us after he did the other stuff. So now Adam will be able to mow straight from the pasture into this part of the house lot. It'll just make the mowing so much easier. Makes the gate a little useless, still kind of cute. I wouldn't mind getting rid of all this fence along here, and particularly the fence around the garage. I would love to get rid of that and make all of that mowing so much easier around the garage. And then after my chickens die off, I would love to get rid of the chicken pen and the coop and everything on the other side of the garage. Oh, that would be so nice one of these days. But chickens are still hanging on right now. And oh, there's Lucy back there, probably being naughty. I came in here today. She was on my studio desk drinking my old paint water. Isn't that terrible? Oh, she just loves to crawl up everywhere. Anyway, so the pasture is looking great, and now we can mow everything. Next year, I think we're going to work at getting some posts out of the ground, some old fence posts. It's not the wooden kind, it's those metal ones that have the wing on the bottom and they go way down, and we're going to have to work on that process. Today's project on July 4th is removing fence posts like that one. They've been in here a long time. We took the fence out last summer but didn't get these posts out, and so there's still an obstruction to the mowing, serious obstruction. There's a bunch more down there. They have those wings on the side. That makes them hard to get out. And then below that, they've got another, man, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches of posts. So you really have to dig. So that's what I'm doing. So, and I want to mention about the microphone situation. I even got my husband and my son, who is super techie, to work on the microphone. It's a wireless mic, and we just can't get it to work with this phone. I'm going to see if it still works with my old phone. I don't know if it's a compatibility issue or if it's just dead, but it didn't last very long if it did die. It was a lavalier mic, so maybe I need a better one. So I'm going to try to speak up and not mumble, and probably do a lot of overlay of video on here too. Okay, so today I'm drinking something that we drink every few years, only clear liquids. Today is my clear liquid day, if you know what I mean. And so I'm going to try to distract myself from my hunger with doing projects. I am knitting still. I don't think I ever shared with you the second little shoulder shawl that I'm working on. It's pink. And so I started working on that again yesterday. I am also augmenting, changing, improving some bras that I have. And I apologize for talking about bras. I know that's kind of private. I've shared about this on my YouTube channel before, working on some bras, trying to get the shoulder straps to not hurt so much. I have discovered, though, for me, this is a medical situation. Don't want to get negative on you on YouTube, but I have a lot of back pain, especially the second half of the day, and I've discovered that if I wear an extremely posture correcting bra, the kind where the back doesn't even have latches, but it's a big, almost a square panel with an X built into it. I mean, it's kind of serious. It's supposed to be posture correcting, but it just gives you lots of support. That alleviates most of my back pain. So I thought I would mention that in case this is something that anybody else out there is dealing with. I don't know why this developed a few years ago. I've never had a bad back. So I've ordered 2 bras like this. One of them is shorter and one of them is more like a corset and it's long. The shorter one, yesterday I had to change the armpit opening. It was too tight. It hurt. So I opened that up some and took out some of the elastic. The one today, the corset bottom is too long and it rolls up and it's too tight and it's uncomfortable. And so I'll show you the surgery that I'm doing on my bra. Now here is the corset bra that I'm working on. Like you could say, I'm hacking at it. It was this long plus this band on the bottom, so that's how long it was, and really too long. So what I want is it for to be about like that. I'm going to keep this elastic on the bottom, but it does have these metal stays, and this is what they look like when you pull them out. We took the little bottom, it was also of course in the bottom of it, and my husband got out these heavy-duty wire clippers and cut this little segment out. There's 4 of them along the bottom here. And honestly, this elastic band is almost thicker than I want. I'd like something about like this, but we'll see if we can make this do. I bought this bra probably 2 or 3 years ago. Wore it some, but just found it too hot and heavy. But this is what they look like, and Adam's idea was that I should then try to, after I'd cut this off, I should try to reinsert this stay into the bottom, but it doesn't want to go in because it's been cut off right here, and so it's kind of jagged, and it doesn't want to go into that little tunnel there. So we'll see if I can get that in there, and then I'm not going to try to sew over top of that, obviously. I may hand stitch the 4 stay parts. And let me show you the back. That's what the back looks. Oh, sorry about my hand. There's the back. It does have this here and this here. This one has an even longer back than the one I'm wearing right now. Of course, it'll be, yeah, it's still going to be longer. Anyway, so this is what I'm working on. I do like these. They're very pretty. They give you lots of comfort. They are not everybody's cup of tea, that's for sure. But I thought I would just share this little process with you, and I'll let you know if I figure out how I'm going to get that into the channel there. And so that may be it for today. I bought a few things for my potting table.
You can sheet them to either side if you wanted like longer workspace one area versus the other.
I don't know. Hey, the gardening table, the potting table is finished, and I am excited to show it to you. Let's take a little tour of this. It is quite impressive. So this is where it is. It's right next to my hose, which I really wanted. So I've got all my little pots down here. Here's my bucket. That's a little metal stand where I put my watering can if I'm filling it up or whatever. So my son, I told him I wanted some wells for keeping soil in to do potting. I don't want them to be very big. I really would have liked one this size, double size, but I couldn't find it when I went to Dollar General this morning. But this will do just fine because I don't want it to be so heavy I can't lift it out of there. They have a lip on them, and he's resting it on the lip. It's a good fit, tight fit, but that means they'll stay waterproof. This one's actually right now I have some tools in there. They can be waterproof too till I get them full of nice soil. This is welded wire. It's the same stuff that's on the floor of my chicken coop. It is so sturdy. So I'll do some potting down here. But of course this is great for it as well because he's left one nail's worth of gap in here. He put a nice board on the back. I wasn't expecting that. And he's put some nails for me to hang things. It's very simple. These are 4x4 posts that he cut. Not fancy. I might paint it someday. I don't know. Might paint the post, but I kind of like the top. So I'm extremely pleased with this table. I'm thinking that early next spring, I'm going to start a whole lot of herb seeds, herb starts, and maybe sell herbs at the farmer's market. I've got all these little pots I've been saving up that I can do that with. Some that are never even opened, and then lots of little square ones. So there's my new table. And I'm not sure if I showed you those. I'll give you some little clips here of that. I went to the hospice store with my mother-in-law and found these things. They must have just put them out. I was just super excited. They're perfect for a potting table. So it's looking super cute. If only it were February or March and I could put up my little teeny greenhouse that I bought. I don't know if I mentioned that. I bought a little teeny greenhouse. It's about the size of a small closet. It's one of those little green plastic ones that zip up. I found one of those, got it from Amazon, and but I'm not going to put it up until next spring. There's no sense in putting it up if I'm not going to use it, not in hurricane season. We've had such a lovely, fun, and busy week, and we're not done yet. This is only Friday, but I just have a few spare minutes in my studio by myself. I'm the only one in the house, and I sat down here and looked at my painting that I needed to do, and it just feels so good to be in here. You do miss your studio when you're doing other things. Well, that little interlude in my studio did not last very long. My daughter-in-law, son, and the grandbabies had been to a local 4th of July festival, and it was hot as blazes and crowded and noisy, and the baby fell asleep, and they came home sooner than I think they expected. I don't know, but I was in here happily painting away, and the door opened, and here comes my little sweet grandbaby ready for her nap. So that was kind of funny. But I did get the pirate map finished for my grandson, my other grandson, which was nice. So anyway, just lots of various things happening, and then we'll settle into some larger projects, some more spinning, and oh, I wanted to show you, this is the other thing I found. I need to open it up anyway. At our hospice thrift store, I found, oh, what I need so badly. More yarn. Why am I buying yarn? I really only like my own yarn these days, but I do like looking at yarn. One must add to one's stash. So I got 4 of these, 4 skeins of Create Your Dream with Lamia. Lamia. Isn't that pretty? Premium hand knitting yarns. You know, they had some that was also interesting. This is oh, where is it? This is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. And if you were looking at it close, you can see it has that cottony look, that kind of dry cottony look. I really like that. The acrylic will give it some strength. That might be a good combination. They also had some 100% acrylic red heart that has that unplied look, and I tried weaving with that once, and boy was it disastrous. It kept breaking under the tension. So then I saw this and I thought this would not break under tension with the cotton in there. And this, but it has that same look as if it's kind of a thick single ply, but it's beautiful. Really, really pretty. Isn't that nice? Looks like a good company. So I've got 4 nice skeins of that. Yeah, might weave something to sell at the market. The thing is, I hate to weave things to sell at the market, and then if you put a $50 price tag on it, nobody wants to buy it. And so nobody ever uses it. And you have this beautiful shawl or whatever that sits around for years and doesn't get loved. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this. If anybody has a good idea of what to do, but I don't need any more shawls myself. So anyway, got 4 of these. Yes. And for a total of $6 for the 4. That's a really good deal. We are at the dump. And we are dumping, getting rid of old fencing and nasty posts and everything. My son's got it in a trailer. Guess what's finished? Ta-da! It's a different chair in this room. Let me show you some close-up of it. I think that Adam and his mother did a fabulous job for a first attempt on upholstering a chair like this. And I really love it in here. The blue color goes really well in this room. And I think that the blue goes so nicely with the wood. Look at the back. Doesn't that look nice? Now, Adam's mother has had many years of experience sewing. I think and I think the cushion will look better when it's been sat in some and when we have a chance to straighten that front edge. It was really a tight fit, which is good, but hard to get it in there. So, isn't that great? Super excited about that. And Adam has already taken the other chair over to his little sewing shack, and yeah, it'll be the next one. Okay, well, anyway, that's going to be it for today, and then there's other footage here that I'll share with you from the week. See you next time. Bye-bye.